can hear your voice on the telly?
Yes.
Yes, that means that you're the first live line caller of the series, and we... a special round of applause, and we got you. We've got you. I expect you want to know what it's all about, don't you?
Yes.
Right. Here we go. Dear Philip, this has come from Anne, which is your mum, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Dear Philip, could you please phone my daughter Amy on Live Line? For many years, she's worn a brace on her teeth until recently, when she was told to throw it away. Although you're going to need a little bit of surgery, I think, at a later stage, you never complained about wearing the brace. There's a nice picture of you there in the garden. Now she no longer has the brace. She whistles all the time, driving us mad. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Good to see you. Are you all right?
Yeah.
This is your third trip to Britain, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
How does your music compare over here? How does it go down over here and in Europe? Because I know you're going to Europe, and from people who really don't understand the words.
I think we are doing very well right now in Europe and in Africa too. We are trying to promote it very much than it is now.
Now, I mentioned the words. What was that one about?
This was all about the two teams in Zimbabwe, which is the two big teams for football, Dynamos and Caps United.
Are you all football players?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you good football players?
Yeah.
Oh, no, a little bit of modesty there. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. It sounded fabulous. Did you send a joke in for our Going Live joke book? Did you? Well, if you did, before I talk about the book, here are a few examples.
What did the fireman get his wife for Christmas? I don't know. What did the fireman get his wife for Christmas? A ladder in her stocking.
How do you get a baby astronaut to sleep? I don't know. How do you get a baby astronaut to sleep? You rock it. When doesn't a boomerang come back?
I don't know. When doesn't a boomerang come back?
When you throw it down a one-way street.
Children, what did the big telephone say to little telephone?
I don't know. What did the big telephone say to the little telephone?
You're too young to get engaged.
Da 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 da. You're looking very smart. You are very smart. Thank you very much indeed if you sent in a joke for our Going Live joke book. And there it is. Looks fabulous. Greene and me on the cover. Got a couple of examples here. Right. Why does Gordon the Gopher squeak? Don't know. Because he doesn't know the words. Right, that's fairly simple. When will Gordon be the hunkiest guy in Great Britain? When everyone in Great Britain has emigrated. One more. I love this one. This has been adapted slightly. What's yellow and turns red at the touch of a button? A gopher in a liquidizer. Thank you very much indeed if you sent in one for our book. Now, if you're better at telling jokes than you are at writing them, around again. But what are they actually looking for? What will the Talent Scouts be looking for? I asked the producer of the Going Live Young Entertainer of the Year competition, Kathy Gilby.
What we're looking for is variety, because we're sure that
by the end of these auditions, we'll have seen about 6,000 children or young performers. And there probably will be 24 very good singers, 24 very good dancers, 24 very good comedians. But we can't take them all. What we have to do is take a variety and try and pick a nice assortment of the acts that we see from where they are in the country, the sort of ages they are, and the sort of acts that they do. So it's variety, really, and a high standard.
So there you go. It's variety that they're after. And if you were 16 or under on the 25th of September, then we are basically after you, if you're talented and entertaining. If you'd like to know where our auditions are being held, then here is a list of them. First of all, Newcastle on Sunday the 16th of October. That's from 10 o'clock. Manchester, Sunday the 23rd of October from 10 o'clock. We're in Liverpool on Sunday the 30th of October. In Leeds on Sunday the 6th of November. We're in Cardiff, 13th, and Southampton on the 20th. Those are the dates for the Young Entertainer of the Year competition. If you'd like to attend, this is basically what you do. It's quite simple, but you will be told about it throughout the rest of the series, so there's no need to panic if you've not got the bits and pieces ready yet. Now then, you will need, first of all, an envelope about this size, right? About that size. And address it to Young Entertainer, Going Live, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. And in this corner here, write which audition you would like to attend. You'll be sent an application form, because then, if you fold that up, see, I told you it was simple. If you fold it up and put it inside this one, and you put on the top your name and your address, basically, you know what it is, a stamped addressed envelope, isn't it? Right? So that's what you've got to do. Is that right? Have I done that the right... Is that the right way around? It is the right way around, isn't it? It's got to be sent back to you. Yeah, so you put that in there, and then that comes back to you. Right, OK, then. Is it not... Hold on. We've got a bit of a problem here. Now, tell me... Is it the other way round? Well, you see, it's not actually very simple. It's a very hard thing to remember. I didn't expect you to get it right, so I'm going to run through it one more time. Right. You put your name and address... Yes, of course you do. I'm going completely balmy. You put your name and your address, right, on an envelope of this size, OK? Then you fold that up and you put it in there. Yes! Thank you! Of course, I won't be entering. Now then, our Birmingham auditions will be held tomorrow. The chances are that you won't obviously be able to get your application form in time, because you won't have understood any of that. But don't panic, because tomorrow you can actually turn up at the venue, and with a bit of luck, we'll be able to sort of slot you into the proceedings. And that's the address. It's the Midland Arts Centre. At 10 o'clock you've got to be there. Cannon Hill Park, Birmingham, B12. I'll read it for you again. The Midland Arts Centre, Cannon Hill Park, that's Birmingham, B12. All right, so turn up tomorrow and hopefully we'll be able to fit you in. Sorry about that mix-up, but in future weeks I'll get it right. It doesn't really matter the first one, does it? Sarah would normally have done it. She did this despite me. Now, if you turned up at our London and our Glasgow auditions, then thank you very much indeed for being so patient there. And we look forward to seeing the results of that a little bit later on. But now, on Going Live, it's a new feature. It's actually called Singing Corner.
Hello, children.
Hello.
For those of you who want to audition for the Young Entertainer of the Year competition, then why not get in some singing practice?
And why not sing along with us on the Singing Corner?
The Singing Corner. Look, I've got a guitar. Can you say that at home? Guitar.
And I've got a beard.
I've got one too.
So we've both got beards.
OK, let's sing our first song.
Our first song is the alphabet song, so you'll all know the words.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J... Da, 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 V, W, X, Y, Z.
Now, it's time for us to be joined by our very special guest this morning.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Hello. And today we're joined by one of the Pogues.
No, Kylie.
Sorry?
Kylie.
Oh, yes, Kylie from the Pogues.
Oh, Kylie Minogue. Minogue.
Well, blow it then.
What?
Your nose.
No, Kylie Minogue. Neighbours.
What, she just moved in or what?
Oh, Kylie's going to join us with one of our songs in the singing corner.
Oh, good. What would you like to sing then, Kylie?
Oh, well, you know any good pop songs?
Pop songs?
No. I know Frog Went A-Courting, though. Join in if you know it. Frog went a-courting, he did ride a-hum, a-hum. Frog went a-courting, he did ride a-hum, a-hum. Frog went a-courting, he did ride
sword and pistol by his side.
Guys, pop songs, you know.
Oh,
I think we have the very thing. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. It's an easy dance to do, just swing your pants round. Come on, baby, do the locomotion with... Was that Olivia Newton-John? I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so...
This. That in that one. No, that's not right. Put that one. Oh! There you are. Just sort of figuring it out because I'm about to have to do it again. It is, of course, treasure hunt time. Once again, your chance to win super fab prizes. Gordon, tell them what the prizes are. And over there, you can see that we have, on the turntable today, a dustbin calculator. There are 3 annuals. Oh, yes, it's so fabulous. There's the dustbin calculator just coming around now. There is, in fact, a pair of old socks. Those are mine. Yes, the genuine article. And there's a cuddly toy. You can't win that because, of course, we only have one, and it's Gordon's next-door neighbor. And there's a very, very exciting game. Right, so there you are. Those are the prizes on Treasure Hunt today. So... I said this was a bad idea. Here we go. Pling it. All right, line 1 first of all. Our first phone call, apart from live line, of the series. Hello, who's there?
Katie Mower.
Kaylee?
Katie Mower.
Kerry, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Now, do you know how to play? Shall I explain it to you, or you're all right?
Yes.
You're all right. Good. Pick a number.
2, please.
Number 2. There it is. Oh, it's all flash, this, isn't it? Look at... Oh, drops off. Oh, who was that?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Absolutely correct. And you win a Gordon Le Gopher mug. Hold on. There it is. Right, there's the Gordon Le Gopher mug. Right, and line 2. Who's on line 2?
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Iran.
Hi, how are you, Ram?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good. You know how to play. Pick a number.
Yeah, number 7, please.
Number 7. OK, of course, we are going for the win square here. And who's that?
Kim Wilde.
Kim Wilde. Of course, we had a video earlier on. That's nice and simple, isn't it? Sorry you didn't actually win, but you do get a Gordon Le Gopher mug.
Philip, can you just say hello to all my friends at Illa Winkinson High School, especially all the girls in 4ON?
Hello to everyone there. Is that all right?
In 4ON.
In 4OM.
N.
N.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
OK.
Thank you very much.
It's more complicated than the young entertainer. Right, OK. Who else is on the phone now? Line 3.
Peter.
Peter. Hiya, Peter. How are you?
All right, thanks.
Good. Off you go. Pick a number.
9.
Number 9. All right, that's down the bottom left-hand corner. Ticking away.
Bonnie Langford.
Bonnie Langford. Absolutely correct. And there is a mug in the post to you. GTG mug. Got another one here. Which one? Which line? Line 4. Line 4. Who's on 4?
Simon Baker.
Simon Baker. How are you, Simon?
OK, thanks.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Let's hope we can make your morning by giving you one of those super fab prizes. Off you go. Which number?
Number 8, please.
Number 8. Ticking away. Tick, tick. Tick, tick. Oh, hold on. What's happening here? Hang on. Wait. You've won it! Our first winner of the series! I love it! Now then, have a look at those super fab prizes. Simon, I'd like you to pick one. Which one would you like?
Tough luck, please.
you'd like Tough Luck, which is just going around at the back. That prize is Simon in the post to you, and thank you for taking part in Treasure Hunt.
OK.
All right, nice to speak to you.
Could you say hello to everyone at Dartford Grammar School, please?
Hello to everyone at Dartford Grammar School. Is that all right? Good. That's the last one this morning. We won't do any more of those, otherwise we'll be here till 2:45 in the afternoon. See you, Simon. Bye. A little bit of French now. Our guest in the studio, of course, this morning is Kylie Minogue. Here is Je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Rain falling down, another minute passes by. I'll wait for you, but this time I won't cry. Where are you now? Are you with another love? It's not the first time you stood me up and let me down. I'm wondering why I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still want you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Lights about town expect me just to hang around, and you never call. You just stand me up and let me down. I'm wondering why I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still want you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. All through the night, I wanted you to come around. I wait too long. I know you're gonna let me down. I'm wondering why I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still want you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still want you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Yeah, je ne sais pas pourquoi. Kylie, welcome back. It's nice to see you.
Nice
Good
to
to
be
have you
here.
back. Why a French song?
Why not?
Do you speak French? You pass exams
Well, I
and
can
stuff in
say
French?
one line, that's about all.
Is that the one?
Yes.
Just the one?
I did it in year 7 and 8 at school and I gave it away.
Right.
Silly.
There's one thing about the Young Entertainer which I was going to mention. A lot of you come along to our auditions and actually dance to Kylie's songs, Locomotion or I Should Be So Lucky, those sort of things. Have a think about it if you're going to be a dancer, if you want to come along to the auditions and dance, because you can't think up your routine on the bus and come along and jig to a pop song. It doesn't work. You've got to be good. It's got to make sure it's all planned. Did you have to do auditions and stuff when you were...
Yeah, lots of them, and as you say, it's best to be prepared so you're not nervous and you know what you're going to do.
Yeah, plan it all.
I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so. I should be so unlucky.
I condemn this sort of violence.
Out. I'm so hippies.
Thank you.
Right, sorry about that. Just nice, like to look after you. We have a question on the floor, and it's Lee. What's your question, Lee?
Kylie, how long have you been singing for?
Probably since I was this high. Well, I'm not much higher than that now, but I used to always sing as a kid. I've only been singing professionally for nearly 2 years.
2 years. That's professionally, but have you got sort of a musical family, or did you just suddenly decide you wanted to sing?
Well, my parents aren't musical. My sister is. She's actually come with me on this trip. Her name's Danny.
Is she here?
And yes, she is.
Has she been on the telly
somewhere.
before?
No, not here.
Would she like to be, do you think?
I don't know.
Where is she?
Maybe.
Where is she? Where is she? Grab her over. What's she called, Kelly?
Danny.
Danny, right. Hello.
Hello.
Come in.
How's
now, I
that?
tell you what, you have my chair. You have my seat. And
So as I was saying...
I'll sort of kneel in the middle, in between the two sisters. What's it like having a famous sister?
It's great.
What do? Are you sort of in...
I sing and dance on a television show in Australia every
Right.
week. Right. And I've just made a pilot to go to America and Europe, and I'm planning to release a single, and so I've got lots of things happening.
Gosh, what a talented family you are. We got some calls on the telephone. Can we get a call over a telephone over here? There you go. Grab a hold of that and you'll be able to hear as well. Now then, line number 1. Who's on line 1?
Paul Bailey.
Hiya, Paul. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Great. Your question to Kylie. Off you go. Oh, your dog barking in the background. Off you go.
Okay, Kylie, have you ever traced your family tree? Because my great-nan was called Minogue and she moved to Australia.
Oh, no, I haven't, but I have always planned to, and I should. Maybe your granny could write me a letter and tell me where she's from.
You could be related.
We could be.
You never know. To sort that out. Thank you very much indeed for your call. Line 2. Who's on line 2?
Kelly.
Hiya, Kelly. How are you?
All right, thanks.
Good. Off you go.
Kylie, can you give me a few points about acting?
Oh, that's a hardie.
What are the main points? If you want to be an actor or actress, what are the main points? What have you got to have in your head?
Oh, it's really difficult because it's very hard to get into. It's very hard to start off. I was very lucky. I started when I was young, and I guess if you want to start, it's best to have lessons wherever you can, be very persistent and just keep trying, because you do get a lot of knockbacks, so it's just hang in there and you should get there eventually.
Yeah, thank you for that. What sort of, so that you say you were acting and stuff, what sort of advice would you give?
I don't know, I've just started off, and I just go to acting classes all the time.
Yeah, I suppose it's basic not being put off if you bang your head on the brick wall or the doors don't open, all that sort of stuff. Not being put off. Perseverance. OK, back to the telephones. And line 3.
Karen.
Karen, hi Karen. You know the score, you know how to work it, don't you? Off you go.
At school, I get teased a lot because I'm not very tall. Did people ever tease you when you were young?
She's 7'3".
Don't you know? I think that's ridiculous. Now, travelling, as I've done a lot of travelling lately, and it's very good being small in the planes because you can curl up and the seats are like a huge bed, so that's one good thing about being small. But honestly, don't worry about it. You can get there being small as well.
Yeah, and if you've got long legs, it's very, very uncomfortable in the cinema.
They shouldn't ask you how small you are. They should say how tall you. And, oh, here I go. If it wasn't for short people, there wouldn't be tall people.
Yo! A bit of advice. And line 4. Who's on line 4?
Jason Wright.
Morning, Jason. How are you? All right?
I'm right, thanks.
Good. Off you go.
Kylie, if you had the choice of having dinner with anyone in the whole wide world, who would it be?
Oh, I hate these questions. It'd be Phillip Schofield. Who else do you think?
Yeah, but you're spoken for.
Oh, well.
Aren't you? I mean, I've got to ask you, off the little serious...
maybe not.
Maybe not. More maybe than it was last time. Because you completely denied it last time you were on.
Well, you know, you've got to keep a little bit of illusion
bit of
there. Yes, mystery.
Fair enough. OK, last call. Who's on line 5?
Neera Rahman.
What was that name?
Neera.
Neera?
Rahman, yeah.
Nice to talk to you, Neera. Off you go.
If you had a chance to star with anyone famous, who would you star with?
Oh, boy. Someone like William Hurt or someone like that.
Are those your big sort of idols?
Yeah, or Prince.
You'd like to start with Prince?
I'd like to even meet Prince.
Because he's quite...
I know, we'd make a great pair.
Thank you very much for taking your calls at the moment. Thank you very much indeed for your call.
Goodbye.
And thank you very much indeed for coming in as well.
That's a bit of a surprise.
It was great to have you in. You'll come a little bit later on and do the video for us. Fabulous. Now, our press conference guest today is Tessa Sanderson, and who better, of course, to answer all your questions about sport. So, here is the lady, a little bit of a preview, here she's in action.
I tried my best out there and there's nothing more I could do about it. So I'm getting a lot of pain from around the tendon. You can see it's bleeding quite badly, but it wouldn't stand up to what was out there, so.
See the Olympics, Trev?
Hey, oh, yeah. I wasn't very interested, though.
What? You're not interested? You're not interested in the challenge? Spending all those years of your life training your body to that peak of perfection to attain those physical goals?
No, not really.
And then travelling all across the world to perform the feats of strength in front of audiences of billions?
No, not at all.
No?
No. I suppose I'm just not very career-minded, really.
Trev,
what?
Put a bit more soul into it.
Funny.
And of course, on the subject of the Olympics, Tessa Sanderson is our press conference guest this morning. There is one vital and integral part of the show missing. Greene, of course, couldn't, through various circumstances, be with us this morning, but with a bit of luck, we'll be able to find her. Hold on a second, how does that work? There we go. Now then, I'm going to direct you in. OK, I'll direct you into the ward. Could you go in through the main doors, please? Straight in through those main doors, that's it. That's good. Mind how you go. When you're in, can you turn left? Yeah, that's good. No, we'll go through that one, yeah. Oh, there's a reception. Go left. That's it. Now, mind that. Mind the fish tank, right? OK, straight through. That's good. Yeah, continue up there. Up those stairs. You go up the stairs, mind the men in the suits. Straight up, that's it, that's good. Now, when you get to the top, I'd quite like you to turn right, if that's at all possible. Up you go. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. Turn right, and that's Sarah's ward there. Give us... Oh, look! Straight there. Hello, darling.
Well, with all that and Dr. Kildare music as well, you've nearly had us in tears, or should I say stitches. That's a bit of a bad joke, isn't it?
You look...
Phillip, it's wonderful to see you. We've been watching all morning. We've been having great fun here.
Snorg.
Snorg. Snorg. We've decided that the corset that Mike has to wear here looks a bit like Snarg off Thundercat. It makes him look, gives him the same shape. Only a temporary thing, I have to say. This is only very temporary. So is the plaster here, so is the plaster there, so is the plaster on Mike's leg. We do need that decorated this morning, so that's why we've got lots of people here behind. Some are outpatients, some are inpatients, some are mates. They're going to be busy decorating the old legs this morning and the arm as well. And we've got some live music and lots more. But first of all, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. You both look brilliant.
Well, we've
you
had
look
a few...
great.
I've had a face transplant. So
I think the new one's better.
Well, yeah, actually, I think it's a little bit uglier than the old one.
Now, we've got, there's something obviously we've got to talk about.
What?
That being the...
Those helicopter lessons you want me to give you?
Yes, could you?
Yeah, sure.
Could you, please? Yes. The engagement.
Oh, yes. The engagement.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Have you got a ring?
You. Well, I've got 3 actually altogether. Would you like to see? This was the very first one, which was the only thing that we could find was a hairband.
You cheapskate.
And have a look, Smithy, put your hand across here. That's all I could find to give Smithy, which was a bit of old wrapping, gold string from a wrapping from a present. This was the second one, I have to tell you, on the plaster there. I thought this bodes well, this bodes well, and here is the real one.
Oh, that's nice.
I got on Thursday.
No, don't show it too often, please.
Why?
In case Shaw Taylor recognises it.
Now, so obviously then in that case you'll soon both be hearing the sound of bells and things.
Christmas
Thank you, everybody. Very nice, very nice.
Good. That was the cheapest reception I could have dreamed of.
Thank you, chaps.
It's a bit early.
Have you set a date yet?
Well, the date is really as soon as we can both walk in a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be springtime. Something like that, I think, because I'm incapable of carrying her with all these plasters on at the moment, over a threshold or anything.
Have you got anything you want to do for a minute or so? Is there anything you fancy you want to do?
Anything
Say
you'd
hello
like
to
do?
anyone? Yeah.
Well, yes, we have actually. I've got lots of people I'm going to introduce to you later. But first of all, I thought it might interest people, it certainly interests me, to know quite how we're going to, how we're going to fare over the next few weeks, because I owe you back with you very soon.
Right.
But before I can actually get back, I've got to learn how to kind of stand on my own 2 feet again. And let me introduce you to Jill, and Sue's just fighting her way.
She's very quick, isn't she?
These girls they look, what can I say?
Similar.
Yeah, they look similar. You're not twins, are you?
No, not at all.
I know we've got some twins turning up here later on this morning. It's not you two, though. Now, I have to tell you, this is Major and Sergeant Torture, these two. Otherwise known as Suzanne and Jill, and they are physiotherapists.
And occupational therapists.
And occupational therapists. Now, so tell us, when we get these plasters off, do we just sort of stand up and start running about and walking straight away?
Well, it's not quite as easy as that. Once the plasters come off, you'll have to do a little bit of exercise to get your muscles strong again. Exercise. Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay,
no, we're not very fond of exercise.
Well, it's quite good fun. We might get you doing a bit of swimming.
Swimming?
Swimming, yes.
That sounds energetic.
Slow swimming then.
Okay, slow swimming, yeah.
With a lot of help from us.
Exercise? Oh,
what else?
Good Lord.
What else? Well, we'll be getting you up first. Well, you're already on crutches, but Sarah will be getting up on crutches possibly next week when that little plaster comes off.
Yeah, I think I'm meant to be actually. Now this comes off on Thursday, but I start actually standing on this leg before that comes off. So that's apparently on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yes.
Yeah, so that should be fun.
That should be
so
fun,
when I stand
yes.
up, will I just fall over again?
No, because you'll have a little bit of help from us. We'll be there to hold you up.
You will be there.
I've got to tell you something here, Greeno. They look so innocent and so nice and charming.
I know.
I've had 2 weeks of them, and they are hell. They make you do things that you never wanted to do.
It's not true at all,
They really do.
I don't know. Half of me's dreading it and half of me's really looking forward to it because it'll be great actually to get going and do something. So I'm going to be a model patient, not like this one here, who is way ahead of everybody else, racing as usual. Thank you very much for the moment, ladies. I hope you stick around during the morning. All our guests and some inpatients, I say, we'll be meeting them later on this morning. I think, Russell, you should come in and get started on this plaster. And I know that we've got some music coming up. Fellas, come on, down here, get drawing on the plaster. There, I'll just move around that bit there. Now, Philip, I understand that you've got one of my favourite bands on next.
I have.
Can I just say a big thank you to Carol Decker and everyone into Power, because we've had lots of flowers and cards, and we'll talk about that a bit later on. But their flower arrangement was one of the very first to arrive, and it meant an awful lot. So thank you to Tapao from Smithy and me for those.
Yeah, great.
And thank you, Philip. And it's great to see you. And that set is very bright, isn't it?
What do you think of the seats? The seats are good, aren't they?
The seats, yes. Those big wings at the side. It looks like something from a Hell's Angel convention.
You see, from down here, if you look up, you can actually see up Philip's nose from here.
Oh, yeah.
Look. If you look right up there.
Yes, I can. Yes.
All right, we'll speak to you a little bit later on.
See you later.
Okay.
It's lovely to be with you. Bye-bye.
And as Sarah was saying, of course, there is music now, but we can't talk to Carol Decker without having our pop profile. So here it is.
Don't push too far, your dreams are China in your hand. Don't wish too hard because they may come true, and you can't help them. You don't know what you might have set up on yourself. China in your hand. Nothing is easy now. Nothing is the hardest part. You never want me for myself, and I need you right for the best. Oh, won't you even try to give a little bit of heart and soul, give a little bit of love to love, give a little bit of heart and soul, and don't you make me beg for more. Give a sign I need to know. Songs from my Valentine, give the gaming in rhyme, I'll make you mine. Sing all that I cannot say. I know mine are the tears I never cried. I know mine is the love I must deny.
And the chaps. Good morning. How are you? All right? Good, that's good. Nice to see you.
Nice to be back.
See you.
Yeah.
Didn't she look good?
Sarah looked fantastic, and I'm glad to see that all those stupid stories about her face being demolished were just
There you go, you
tabloid
see.
exaggeration.
You are going a little bit later on. You're going to help with the video vote, aren't you? In fact, you're not going to help with it. You're going to do it,
I know,
aren't you?
yeah. I'm a bit frightened.
Have you done telly
Somebody's
before? I mean, not obviously you've appeared on it hundreds of times, but have you
Yeah.
ever fronted anything?
I fronted one rock show about 6 years ago, so I've forgotten most of that.
That'll all come back.
You have to bear with me, everybody.
It'll come back. And you're going to play for us a little bit later too?
Yes, we are.
Fab.
Yeah.
I've got here the integral parts of any video vote.
Oh,
right.
right,
There's the
yes.
videos.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, those are the records.
Thank you.
Right, and that's an earpiece.
Oh,
okay,
I
so
see.
I'll give you that. If you find something to plug that into, then you'll be well away. That's all you need.
I stick it in an orifice, right?
In any office you like.
Any orifice.
Any office you like. Right, OK. There was one part of the programme last year that got you really fired up. It was, of course, Soapbox, and so... That wasn't me, by the way. Can I just say that wasn't me? I thought it was going to be nice and slick, that one, but not to worry. Of course, So there was only going to be a little boring sting there, so we just carry on with the major important stuff. Television violence. It's soapbox that was obviously very important to you last year because we got lots and lots of letters. But what do you think about television violence? Violence on the box. Now, it's questions that are always being asked. Is it bad for you? Now, Prince Charles appeared at the Museum of Moving Image in London a little while ago, and he sparked off a really heated discussion. He said that there was a lot of violence on television, and it was bad for everybody who watched it. Not only adults, but children as well. So we thought the best people, obviously, to answer that would be you. So we went out with our cameras to find out what you thought.
It's stupid to say that violence on television doesn't have any effect on us. If adverts are made to make us think and go out and buy their products, how come violence on television doesn't affect us?
Films on TV should be given ratings like those at the cinema. That way people would know if it's safe for their children to watch them.
I think that the bill is very violent because every week somebody gets mugged, raped or murdered, and small children can get very easily influenced and start playing with guns and knives. On the other hand, I think small children will start playing boyfriends and girlfriends too early in life if TV was sloppy.
I think that violence on telly is okay in films, etc., but I think on the news it goes over the top with all the wars that have been happening lately. I think it's okay to show one picture so we know what's going on, but sometimes they show too many and it gets horrible and nasty, and then it sometimes upsets people.
I think that if there weren't violence on television, younger people wouldn't watch television that much because it would be boring for them.
In Britain, there are lots of raping and murdering and violent crimes. I think that violence on TV should be banned because it encourages these things to happen.
There you go, a subject that will provoke a lot of comments, and we like to think that that comment will come from you. You got anything you would like to say on violence on television? Do you think it is creating a new society? Is it bad for you? Is it not making any difference whatsoever? Please drop us a line. And here is the address. It is Soapbox, BBC Television Centre, London W12 8QT. Soapbox, BBC TV Centre, and that address, of course, is London W12 8QT.
Hey, I see we won some gold medals then.
Yeah? Who? Yeah. Who? You? Me? Who?
No, we have.
Who? Who's won a gold medal? Who?
We have in the Olympics. Great Britain.
Oh.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, you said we'd won a gold medal.
Yeah, we have. Our country, mate.
Yeah.
Well, what's the matter? Who do you think should have won one then?
Manchester.
This is the Olympics, mate. You've got to think bigger than that.
Greater Manchester?
What are they like? What are they like? Hello, me old mate. How are ya? Long time no see. Have you had a good summer? Good. Of course, Gordon is once again back again. I don't like to start with having a go at you. You know that. You know I don't want to have a go at him. But the thing is, you seem to have had a remarkable summer. A summer all over the place. And I've got sort of a catalogue of events of where Gordon seems to have popped up during the course of the summer while Going Live hasn't been on. First of all, a letter that's come from Carolyn Quinn. She's in, this is incredible, she lives in the doghouse. The house called the doghouse. And it's in Buckinghamshire. She says, I'm presently studying in Los Angeles. I decided to drop Gordon Tego for a letter, inviting him out to stay. Well, a few weeks later, who should knock at my door but the above said gopher. He apparently had enough of the English weather and decided that he may have had a few chances, Hollywood and stuff, basically just look at the photos because... Here he is, first of all, with his shades on, looking super cool and trendy. There, if you look in the background, there, you can see, of course, there is that famous Hollywood sign, Gordon the Gopher, lounging on the front of his executive limousine. Here he is outside Paramount. There's Paramount Studios there, right? That's at the top. But if you look down here, there is Gordon sitting right down at the bottom on the curb, obviously star watching, waiting for some famous people to come in. Here he is here, outside Paramount Pictures Corporation. with one of his greatest friends over there. Apparently. Made great friends with Ronnie. And look, he's got his own square on the Walk of Fame. Gordon, I can't believe it. It's extraordinary. So you went to LA, obviously. Went to Los Angeles. Great. Not only did he go to Los Angeles, but also he went to Spain. Dear Philip and Sarah, while I was on holiday in Spain this year, I found Gordon relaxing on my sunbed on my balcony when I was about to sit. Could you keep him under control, please? So he's been to Spain as well. And if that wasn't enough, he's joined a choir. There he is, looking very smart. This young chap here is called Ben Payne. He's 8.5. He lives in Impington in Cambridge. Go on. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, yes. What are you singing? A little bit like Aled Jones or something, when Aled Jones could. Yes? Very nice indeed. So you've been all over the place. Don't forget, you can send in your letters at any stage now. We've started the series up, so send them in, you know, various bits and bobs for him. That would be great. And also, we could do with a bit of decoration. Again, right? Maybe a little bit up the back, although this is quite swish, this one, isn't it? This is quite a swish set. But, you know, a few pictures up there wouldn't go amiss. Basically, the mailbag is wide open. Do whatever you like. Now then, in a couple of weeks' time, Philip Hodson will be along, and the subject that he's going to have a go at this time and answer your questions and your problems is bad habits. Have you got any bad habits? Do you know anyone who's got any bad habits that you like to... The cameraman nodding there. Do you know someone who's got some bad habits? Yes, okay. I'd like to see them getting into the programme. So, if you know anyone who's got some bad habits, or you've got some that you would like resolved yourself, then drop Philip a line. As I said, he will be here in a couple of weeks' time, and it's the usual Going Live address. All your letters will be treated, if you like, in complete confidence, so bear that in mind. Now, Peter Simon's got double dare this morning, but the only problem is I don't know where he is. He's supposed to be dropping in.
Come on then, Peter, where are you? Come and catch him up. Chest on the rope, Peter. Pull yourself forward till your legs engage the bar. Legs off. Get back on. Come on. Get back.
On your marks. Get set. Go! These two teams are battling it out for control of the crazy game double dare. They need 4 cherries in the basin to gain control. They've got it, the yellow team! They have control of the game. They get themselves 10 points. Let's play double dare! What a messy first round starter that was. Cherries and cream, yeah. Well, as you know, only one team can go through to...
Well, I was with an agency, and the producer saw my photograph and asked to see me, along with a lot of other people. And it went from there, really. She saw it, and I had an interview, and that was it, basically.
How long have you actually been in EastEnders?
Right from the beginning, so I think we're into about our 4th year now.
Have you done pantomimes and things?
Yes, I've done a couple now. I mean, I'm doing my 3rd one this year.
Oh, where are you?
I'm in Eastbourne this year.
Well, we
Little plug.
Oh, what is it?
It's Cinderella.
And what are you playing?
I'm playing Cinderella.
Yeah!
Don't say the ugly sister, Adam.
Not at
Get
all.
out of
Adam
it.
was
Go
saying
on.
ugly sister. Not at all. Letitia's playing Cinderella. Let's meet the young man next to you. This is Calvin Geary, and he's from Ringwood. He's age 14. What are your hobbies, Calvin?
Playing the guitar, singing, and all sport, really.
But you are a bit of an actor, aren't you? Because aren't you appearing in your Christmas pantomime?
Well, they haven't really got it off the ground at the moment yet, but eventually it will be going, yeah.
What are they hoping it's going to be?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
And
that's right.
what is the part you would like to play?
Don't really mind, really, anything.
Well, we wish you well with that, and congratulations on making it to Double Dare this morning. Would you like to meet your opponents?
Yes.
They are Sophia Chowdhury, who's age 13, from Walthamstow, and next to her, the young man. He plays Ian Beale in EastEnders. It's Adam Woodyat. Sophia, I understand you collect. What do you collect?
Badges, postcards, cuddly toys.
What sort of badges?
Naughty ones, really.
Sophia, your dad's in the audience. Now, next to you is a young man. Adam, well, where did your acting career start?
It hasn't.
Who asked you to speak?
Adam?
It started at school, really. I started doing school plays a bit like Kelvin.
Was it a stage school?
No, I didn't go to a stage school. I just went to an ordinary school.
And then what happened?
I there was a kid in my class and he did a commercial and I thought, oh, that looks like good fun. You get days off school for doing this. About 3 months later, I found out you all got...
2 is the amount of stories on the Empire State Building. Let's see what their physical challenge entails. This could be a very messy physical challenge. It's called Ring a Zing. We need you to burst 6 balloons on our spiked hoop. You have 15 seconds in which to burst those 6 balloons. You know what you've got to do?
Yep.
Okay, Kelvin, on your marks. Get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 so far. And I've only got tonight 5, 6, 6. Congratulations, that was a good job. I knew you'd get messy, Letitia. They have 6 balloons in well under 15 seconds. You get your 80 points and get control of Double Dare. That's more like it. A bit of goo and gunge, it adds to a Saturday morning. Well done, Letitia and Kelvin. You got your 80 points and it brings you up to 250. Here's your next question. In what board game would you find free parking space in one of the corners?
Monopoly.
It is Monopoly. Good job. Gets you a further 20 points. Oh, I don't need to tell you what that sound means. Unfortunately, Letitia and Kelvin, it means the end of the game. And we'll have a look at the scores. And we'll see Letitia and Kelvin have 270 points. But the clear winner this Saturday morning are Sophia and Adam on 320 points. Sophia and Adam, do you know what this means?
We getting wet.
You will get wet. You're going on that obstacle course. Letitia and Kelvin, very well played. Yes, don't feel so bad.
We tried.
You did very well indeed, Kelvin and Letitia. And as you know, on Double Dare, nobody ever goes away empty-handed. Nick, tell them what they've won.
Take an Edwardian seaside holiday with this fabulous new board game. The sum total of knowledge can be calculated with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 LPs to add to your collection. And don't forget, you take home your Double Dare t-shirt and trainers.
It's now time for this week's Double Dare winners to attempt the obstacle course. Sophia, how do you feel?
Nervous.
Adam?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
That gunge and things. Mess is what this is about. This is obstacle number 1. This is a prehistoric skull. Sophia, one of you has got to dive into its jaws. You go into the jaws and through into the dark, dank depths of a tunnel. You'll collect the flag and you'll win this.
Loop, 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 loop. That's 5 LPs.
This is the pit. It's in the tunnel. It's guarded by Rocky the Cougar. And by a skull there is a flag. Collect that flag, they'll win this.
Cast and flabber your friends with words backwards.
Sophia and Adam, this is the vine climb. You have to climb it. Well, better than that anyway. And you get to the top. You go along the bridge. You come down the pole. Collect the flag, pass it on to your partner. You'll take this home with you.
Ah, it's a cute and cuddly little kitty cat.
This is Indiana Jones's boot. It has got balloons about his laces. And one of these balloons contains the flag. You've got to burst the balloons to find the flag, and you'll have this fabulous prize.
You'll be top of the team with this Olympic sports bag.
Oh, I've got something on my chest today. It's old. It's haggard. Look, in the corner there is not a doubloon. It's a flag. You take that flag, you'll take this with you.
Make heads turn when you've brushed and dried your hair with this fabulous hair brushing and drying kit.
That looks a bit menacing in there, doesn't it? Yes, it certainly is. It is our swamp. And in there, in those murky depths, is a flag. You find that flag, and we've got a terrific prize for you.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's time you put your skates on.
I've heard about having eggs for breakfast, but this is ridiculous. These are prehistoric eggs, and in one of the eggs is a flag. You have to smash the eggs with this hammer. Find that flag, and you'll take this prize home with you.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time will fly with this enormous watch.
Sophia, Adam, you're going to be hungry by the time you get to obstacle number 8. And what you do is take your bowl, you pull the string, it will release the food. There's more than enough for all of you, and if you get all of that in there, you'll take this prize.
Don't be square. Invite your friends round to hear the music.
We're back to the start of the obstacle course. Sophia, you know what you've got to do?
Yep.
Adam?
Yep.
Well, 8 obstacles in 60 seconds. That time is getting very close. Here we go. On your marks. Get set, Double Dare. And we're through the skull already. Schofield are well down the tunnel. He's already got one flag. So embrace the Cougars there, rocking the Cougars out there. We're all right for time, we're going up the road, up the line. He is quick on, Adam's quick on these, he really is. He's there, Adam's across the bridge. Now to the portal, he's down there also quick. We're in lots of time, we're on 39 seconds. They're trying to find the flag. They've already got the flag. They're in the treasure chest. This is a very fast time. Of 33 seconds, they're in there. Into the they're still just walking very clearly. Sophia's there. Adam's now got the dinosaur. The Creel's got it again. They're smashing her. Sophie's getting cheered up. We're looking for that flag. We've got plenty of time. 17 seconds. They've got it. They've got it. They're going into the bridge. Into the pool. They're into the pool. They're looking for the gun. Where's the Adam's got from? We're there. We've got it. Sophia's got it. Sophie's down. Sophie's into the pool. Down. Down. Contact guard. Yes. Congratulations, you two! It is a good job! And Nick, tell them what they've won!
The LPs, the word game, the cuddly toy, the sports bag, the hairdryer and brush, the roller skates, the giant watch, and the cassette player.
Adam, how do you feel? The excitement and attention so much. Sophia, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, brilliant.
This is the game. We'll have 4 more contestants next week on the most exciting game show. I think it's the Messi as well. What's it called? Double Dare!
More next week. In just a second, we're back to our OB, which of course means hospital bed. Quentin, come here. Come here. Come here. Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes,
there's
hello.
one chap who's been trying to get a message through to you to say hello. It's Quentin.
Quentin?
The boss man on the floor. Here he is.
Oh,
Wave,
man on the
Quentin.
spot.
Wave. There we are. Right now.
Good morning. It's lovely to see you.
Off you go. All
Welcome
yours.
back. Welcome back to Cheltenham General Hospital, which has been my home, well, our home for the last month. Another week to go. Woo! I'll be sad to leave it, but I'll be very happy to leave it another way. I can't wait to get back there with you. But since we've been in here, we have been inundated with cards, and we can't say thank you enough for all the lovely get well cards and now the congratulations cards. And we've got a few of them on the wall up here behind us in the ward. And lots of them are homemade cards. A lot of trouble has gone into them, a lot of time has gone into them, and all your love and goodwill has really helped, hasn't it, Smithy?
It's been brilliant.
Helped get us on the mend double quick.
Armfuls of cards.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Now, the thing is, when you're in hospital for quite a long period of time, it can go slowly. Not with the staff at Cheltenham General Hospital, I tell you, because they keep you laughing all the time, don't they, Nikki? Now, meet Nikki. She's been in for about 7 weeks, and it's a big day for you today, isn't it? Tell us why that is.
Going home in the afternoon.
Are you excited about that, or are you a bit scared about it?
Well, I'm a bit nervous. Probably fall down the stairs or something, but...
No, you won't.
You won't fall down the
just see my
stairs.
tarantula again.
You're what again?
Tarantula.
Your tarantula? You have a pet tarantula?
Morris.
Morris the tarantula, I love it. Did you bring him into hospital at all?
No. Brought the hamster in though.
You brought the hamster in. What else did you do to pass the time?
Plays on a few games, watch telly, listen to music, wrote letters.
And dreamt of your tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you good to the stuff? What did you do to the nurses?
Bugged them.
You bugged the
I think
nurses?
they got a bit annoyed with me.
You kept them on their toes. They work so hard, you meaning. Well, we've had quite a few laughs, actually. There are quite a lot of laughs we had in hospital, aren't there, Smith? You noticed something.
I was just reading through the Cheltenham General Hospital newsletter the other day, which is edited by Mrs. Ward.
Mrs. Ward!
Mrs. Ward, the hospital newsletter, yeah. And I'd like you to let you know that this is an advert here, that next Saturday, October the 15th, between 10 and 1, here at Cheltenham General Hospital, the eye department are holding an open day. Everybody walks around all day like this.
And tries not to blink.
Tries not to blink.
Tries not to blink their eyes. Now, if you've got any ideas, or perhaps if you've been in hospital for a little while and are now out, or if you're still in hospital and you're watching, we'd like to know how you pass the time, because I'm sure there's well, maybe not a book to be had out of this, but at least some good ideas to come out of it. If you've got some good ideas of how to pass the time in hospital, how to make it go more quickly, write them down and send them to Going Live, BBC TV, London, W12, 8QT. Hello? Knock on the door. Knock on the door. Who's that? What a surprise guest coming in, a surprise visitor.
Yes, I know, nurse. Well, we'll do that. Can I have your names, please? Michael Sandel, Nicola Ward, Warren Lloyd, Benjamin Corey's madam. Yes, you're better, aren't you? So we'll have you out of here. We've discharged you once. Come along, we can't be having it. No, on your bike, Mike. Sorry.
Unfortunately, if I stand up, I'll fall over.
It's not Dr. Sconnard.
It's Howard!
Barry Joswell!
It's Howard! How wonderful to see you. They are such meanies. This is a complete and utter trick. I was expecting something totally different.
Who are you expecting?
You are a mean... Well, I can't tell you because it might be a surprise for later on. You are
someone else to
such...
see you.
Who? This is outrageous.
Get down. Get down. No, I just happened to be passing through Cheltenham.
You just happened to be passing through...
As I was at the bus station, I saw these two lads. One had a guitar,
Yes.
and they want to come and sing for you in a minute. That's Craig and Charlie, the Proclaimers.
What a treat for me. How lovely to see you. What a treat for all of us.
Good to see you.
It's a long way from Cheltenham to Cheltenham from Glasgow. How come you're here?
Well, we came down from Kendal last night. We played a gig in Kendal last night.
What's happening with you at the moment?
Just touring about England.
You're just doing lots and lots of gigs all over the place. God, it's nice to see you. I tell you what, though, will you sing for us? Have you got time to sing for us now, or are you going to sing later on?
To a bit where we are.
I can have you back in here in no time, Smith.
Listen now, have you got time just... I know that you do a cover version of one of my favourite songs. Can you just give me a quick burst of My Old Friend the Blues?
Certainly. Yeah.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Just when every ray of hope was gone, I should have known that you would come along. I can't believe I ever doubted you. My old friend the blues.
Oh, thank you. That is one of my faves. I've got some of my favourite people around me now, and I'm just going to ask a big favour of another one of my favourite people because she's creeping this morning. Phillip.
So,
Phillip,
yes.
Can I ask you a little favour? You know we're doing the video vote later on.
Yeah.
And I'm not actually there in the studio. We're not there. Could I come on it, do you think? Phillip, please.
Well, you can't sing on it because I think your voice has been operated on.
You can be very wicked.
You're not one of my favourite people anymore.
What do you want to do? What do you mean? What do you want to do on
Well,
this?
I'd like to sort of talk about the videos, you know. That'll be all right.
We're not allowed to do that, are we? So once you're in the programme, you can't actually do...
Oh,
sorry.
Michael Jackson's fallen off his wallet. So I have to go. Okay, coming.
All right, then, so you'll come back a little bit later on and be on the video.
Yes, please, and the Proclaimers will be here singing later on too. We look forward to seeing you a bit later on this morning.
See you a little bit later. All right. My goodness me. Now then, do you live in a lighthouse? Or do you belong to a circus? Or are you a financial whiz kid? If you're any of those things and more, then basically we are after you. It's for our new feature, which is called All About Me, and that's you telling us all about yourself. Now, at the Royal Shakespeare Company in Stratford-upon-Avon, there is a young actor called Lyndon Davis. Now, he is taking part in a series of Shakespearean roles.
My name's Lyndon Davis. I'm 16, and I'm an actor here at the Royal Shakespeare Company, Stratford-upon-Avon. I'm making my first stage appearance, playing leading roles in Shakespeare plays. My parents live in Gloucestershire, but while I'm here I lodge with a family at a guest house in the town. Kevin and Jean treat me like one of the family.
Morning, Lyndon. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
How was last night's performance?
It wasn't bad, actually. It was hot, but it was good.
It always is in the sun. At least we've been having some good weather.
What is the sugar you want to put your own on?
I work irregular hours at the theatre and often don't come home until late, but they don't mind. They understand because their children, Stephanie and Rebecca, have all performed as extras in various productions at the theatre.
How's rehearsals going for Plantagenets?
They're not bad. They're a bit slow at the moment, but we've got about 5 weeks left before we start, so they're going to have to speed it up a bit quick.
Soon comes round, doesn't it? When did you start? It was
we had 18 weeks at the start, which works out 6 weeks on each play.
Yeah.
It was just whizzed by. My working days vary depending on whether or not I'm called for rehearsal. They can sometimes be very long days, though, starting at 10 in the morning and finishing at 11 at night, if I've got a performance. It's all still new and exciting to me, so I don't mind. I really enjoy it. This is a stage door of the Shakespeare Theatre. It's where actors and members of the company get their posts and messages and exchange a bit of gossip.
Royal Shakespeare Theatre?
Any messages, sir?
to you just a moment. Royal Shakespeare Theatre?
Adrian Noble is the director of the Plantagenets, the next plays that I will be performing in.
And now just let that breath become sound on a who, and release it.
I'm currently being put through my paces by Andrew Wade, who is my voice coach for the plays. He helps me to speak clearly and correctly, so that my voice will be heard in this huge theatre. Actors have to have coaching in order to strengthen their voices, so that they don't strain or damage them.
Open your eyes and just focus on the ceiling and ha quite strongly.
Ha! The Plantagenets are the Henrys, history plays written by Shakespeare. I'm finding the language quite difficult because it's poetic and written in verse. I don't have much difficulty in learning my lines, though. My memory's not bad, and I seem to manage to learn them as I rehearse.
Right, just take a sense of what the space feels like. Just have a jump.
The Shakespeare Theatre is much larger than the theatre where I'm playing in King John. It seats 1,500 people, and I will have to make sure that I'm heard by every one of them.
Ha! And again.
Ha!
A bit louder. Ha! Okay, right, now go into a bit of script, and just run it for yourself once, just to hear your voice in the space. Yeah.
God shall forgive you Coeur de Leon's death, the rather that you give his offspring life, shadowing their right under your wings of war. I give you welcome with a powerless hand, but with a heart full of unstained love. Welcome before the gates of Angiers, Duke. This theatre was built in memory of a son of a Stratford glovemaker, William Shakespeare. And this is where the most famous playwright in the world was born, in 1564. And as you can see, it's very popular with the tourists. And this is where he went to school, Stratford Grammar. Hasn't changed much, has it? And this, so they say, is where he sat. And 52 years and 38 plays later, this was where he was buried. In fact, the same church that he was baptized in. King John, the play I'm in at the moment, is playing at the other place, which is just as you'd think, just up the road from the Shakespeare Theatre. It seats 180 people, and so it's quite small and intimate. I like performing here. The audience seem very close to you. I play Arthur, Duke of Brittany, a nephew of King John. Just wet my hair, as it's supposed to be raining in this scene. I'm wearing this padding for protection against any injury, as I do have a really dangerous fall in this scene. The padding wasn't comfortable at first, with the tightness of the bandages around the knees, but I soon got used to it and it's okay now. My costume for King John isn't set in any particular period. It's combined with modern dress and 30s dress and the actual period that it was set in. The character's around my age, so I don't need to wear any makeup. In fact, very few actors do these days, unless they are playing a very extreme part. And anyway, the lighting is so good that you don't normally need it. Yeah, I'm ready. The wall is high, and yet will I leap down. Good ground, be pitiful and hurt me not. Few none do know me, and if they did, this shipboy's semblance hath disguised me quite. Oh, I am afraid, and yet I'll venture it. If I get down and do not break my limbs, I'll find 1,000 shifts to get away. It's good to die and go as die and stay. Pretty serious stuff, eh? That jump took weeks and weeks of practicing at different heights till it was perfect. That was the reason for my padding, which was made here in the costume department. Most of the materials you'll see here at the RSC on stage have been dyed sometime or other. When you're dyeing costumes, you have to make sure that the dye is spread evenly, so that you don't get dark patches and light patches. You'd think this was old, wouldn't you? But really, it's brand new material which has been dyed and aged by the people in this department. How was it done, Joan?
Well, first it was dyed in a nice rich dye, but this end was left in for longer than this end. And then it was sprayed with French varnish mixed with methylated spirits and splashed with dye, and then it was cheese grated after it had been made up. We cheese grate it like this, and we chop bits off and do all sorts of nasty things to it to make it look nasty and dirty.
So I can expect my costumes to be treated in this rough fashion as well?
Yes, definitely, yes.
This is the costume for the next play I'm going to be in, The Plantagenets. I hope it's not as uncomfortable as it looks. I'm really looking forward to working in the Shakespeare Theatre. It will be the biggest challenge of my career so far. Some of the best actors in the world have performed here. Soon it'll be my turn. I can't wait.
Good day, my lord.
I greet thee, sire, with much blessing.
Whither goest thou? 'Tis a pretty hour for thine to be traversing.
I beggest thy pardon.
'Tis a pretty hour. The day is born. 'Tis morn. Aye, dawn. We yawn and eat corn flakes.
Aye, 'tis pretty early. Oh, lass, how my heart pants.
Oh, lass, how my pants hurt.
Sir, wash thy mouth out with goose oil.
Goose?
Goose! Now I must hence to the marketplace, where I seek he that trades in video. I know not where he lives.
Ah, the video shop, sirrah.
These you not to call me Sarah?
No, 'tis the video shop you seek. TV or not TV? That is the question.
Sir, TV I dost have. Video I dost not.
Ah, I have both, and I dust them regularly.
Please you, sir, not to make a jest of it. Video, video, wherefore art thou, video?
Sir, I have about me in my possession certain things that your eyes may wish to fall upon.
Ah! Is this a video I see before me?
Aye, 'tis one by one great writer, one William Shakespeare.
Aye, and I hear his wife Anne hath a way with words too.
Aye. For now is the winter of our VHS.
And now the beta of our discontent.
Sir, I have several of these videos, and they may be obtained by the winning and entering of a competition.
Prithee, inform me of it.
Okay, but don't call me prithee, please. No. Oh, right, the competition, yes, here we are. The prizes, here they are. BBC videos, King Lear, Romeo and Juliet, The Tempest, Taming of the Shrew, Midsummer Night's Dream, and the Scottish play.
Ah, Macbeth.
No,
Macbeth.
Macbeth. No, shush.
Macbeth.
Okay,
yes.
right, how do you win these videos? How do you win them? You win them by answering this question. Which famous London theatre did were the Shakespeare plays performed during his lifetime? Okay.
Repeat,
so
sire.
The question doesn't include the blah, blah, blah. The question is... No, it doesn't. No, honestly, no.
Repeat that question, sire.
Oh, set those, please. No, can I get it, please? Can I get it on? Thank you. No, the question is... Please, thank you. No. Okay, right, the question is, in which famous London theatre were Shakespeare's plays performed during his lifetime? Thank you.
And now back to the Shakespeare. Send thy answer on a postcard.
Or an envelope that hath been stuck down.
To this address, which thou shalt soon see appear before thine eyes.
Hi everybody, well this is the time on the show, Video Vote, where we ask our guests to sharpen their wits and tell us what they think of the videos. Now I'm new at this, so you've got to bear with me. Welcome on the panel today, very special guest, Kylie Minogue.
Hi.
Nice to see you. I love your new video.
Thank you.
The lighting is so good. Tell me who the guy was.
And Jessica Homer, wildlife expert.
That's right. Welcome to the show. And I believe there's a young lady who suddenly has made a rapid recovery and wants to be on the video panel.
Is that all right, Carol?
Yes.
Is that all right if I do my... Instead of having a phone voter this week, that you come over to Cheltenham just for a little while, because I'm quite interested in these videos today. You've got some good ones lined up, I think.
Yes, we have actually, but I'm just a bit annoyed with you because I had to get up so early because they told me you were poorly and I had to sit in for you.
I'm sorry, Carol. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. You're going to be brilliant.
Okay, the first of our videos today is the new one from Duran Duran. Haven't heard from them for a long time. It's called I Don't Want Your Love.
Want Your Love is the first single from Duran Duran's new album, The Big Thing. And they say it is their most accomplished and honest musical statement so far. They also say, and I quote, they are fed up of being a toothpaste band and want to stick their chins out, whatever that means. OK, let's go with Kylie first. Tell me what you think of this one.
I give the song 4 and the video 4. I really like the black and white character studies.
Yeah? Yeah, you quite like that. So that's a total of 8. What do you think, Jessica?
I always feel like a real charlatan doing this because I know so little about music, but I honestly think that it shows, it's sort of symptomatic of the way in which videos and music go together now.
Yes.
In that I think if you took the video away, the song wouldn't stand up anywhere near as well as it does. The video is very striking. I'd give that 4 or 5. Let's say 5.
Well, they always make good videos.
Well, that's right, but the
so
song only about 3.
Yeah, well, that's a 9 for you. OK, Sarah, what do you think?
I'm actually the other way around on this. Toothpaste band. Stick their chins out. Sounds like very expensive cosmetic dentistry to me.
I know.
I don't know what all that's about. They do take themselves terribly seriously, do Duran Duran, and it hasn't changed a bit. The song I like because I'm afraid it reminds me of Robert Palmer.
Yes.
It sounds just like Robert Palmer, that driving sort of beat through it. And I like that and give it 4. The video, it just smells of money to me, and they've got the money to make the video, and here it is. And that might sound horrid. But it doesn't entertain me.
OK, well tell me what are your scores for the song, Sarah?
Song 4, video 3.
Song 4 is it? OK, well that's not a bad start actually. They've got a score of 23. It is always difficult to come up with new things. People expect so much from you, especially when you've been away for a while. So I wish you the best of luck with it anyway. OK, we're going to move on to the next group now. A band I have actually done a show with. It's Deacon Blue, and the video is called Real Gone Kid.
I tear out the pages that I've got in these books just to find just some words, just to get some reward, and I'd show you all the photographs that I ever got took, and I'd play old 45s that now mean nothing to me.
Real Gone Kid is the latest single from the Glasgow band Deacon Blue. Deacon Blues say that they want to make you laugh so loud people will think you're balmy. Well, did it make you laugh, Sarah? What do you think?
Yeah, it did. I love this.
Yeah.
I love the video and I love the track.
Yes.
I think it's fun, it's lively, it's quite a simple idea. I love all that business in the little photo booth. So I give the song 4 and the video 4.
So Sarah likes that one a big hit. Jessica, what do you think?
I'm going to go with a double 4 as well. It was that when they said they wanted to make you laugh, it was a very happy video, wasn't it? It was good fun, and the song stands up well too.
Yeah, there's some nice little pieces in it. I think they're very good bands actually. They deserve a big hit. They all sort of have bubbling under hits, don't they? They deserve a big hit. Kylie, have you heard of Deacon Blue out in Australia?
No, not at all. But I think I've seen him before somewhere, that lead singer.
Well, if you spend a lot of time in Europe, you've probably seen the videos and stuff.
Well, I think it's lovely and light and it's fresh. I give the video 5.
Yeah.
And the song 4.
Good. Well, they're a very good band. They deserve some big success. So, what's that a grand total of? 25. Good. It takes me a little while to add up, I'm afraid. So we've got Duran Duran. Oh dear, they've slipped into second place. Deacon Blue in the lead with a score of 25. Well done, lads. OK, this isn't Tarzan, I don't think, but it's a chap called Greystoke with a single called Up on the Roof.
On the roof.
This old world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to face. I climb way up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof, it's peaceful as can be, and there the world is fresh and sweet. Up on the roof, I get away from the hustle.
Although this is Greystoke's first single, he is no newcomer to the music scene, as his day job is a record promoter. He's always had a family connection with television. His mum worked in the Canteen ATV studios and got him the Beatles autograph. Well, what do you make of that? And his big brother used to work with Rediffusion, driving a delivery van. Well, there you go. Good job he's got a day job, I think. Kylie, what do you reckon to this one? Sorry, I'm not supposed to interrupt.
I really like it. I think the video is great. And it's just really fun. And I guess the song's been a hit a couple of times before, so can't do too badly. 4 for the song, and I give the video 5. I think it's really good.
Do you think he's a bit of a hunk?
Could be.
He's quite hunky, isn't he? The girls are gorgeous. Me and Kylie were just saying we hate tall women. Anyway, there you go.
Jessica, what do you think of I'm going to be really horrible. I think the video's sort of boring. It seems to be very popular to have lots and lots of people buzzing around, and you sort of look at them and think, I wonder what they do the rest of the time. Don't like the video, so I'd only give that 2. And the song, I know it's been popular before, but it just sort of disappears in the background for me a bit. Maybe a 3.
It's just sort of pleasant, really, isn't it?
Pleasant
really
and maybe sort of, dare I say, sort of music-y. I'd probably get slapped for that.
Elevators all over the world. Sarah, darling, where are you?
I think you've all missed the joke here. I think this is hilarious. Listen, if you're going to do a cover. This is my friend Peter Hart here, Pokey Plaza. Do a cover of a great song, and that is a great song. His voice is fine, but then to do this gag of Up on the Roof, where it's meant to be peaceful, with everyone racing about, I think it's hilarious.
Oh, well,
I love it.
I'm just glad you're here to explain it.
Sorry. No, I think it was great. I'll give that another 4 and a 4, I think.
Okay, so what's the total for that one then? Where's my earpiece? 22, so I'm sure he goes back into 3rd place there.
Don't give the secret away about you get the score.
Oh, well, I can't add up.
Oh, everyone thinks I've added that up.
So we've got Duran Duran were in 2nd place with 23. Will somebody please put these things up on the screen? Thank you. Greystoke, yeah, you slipped into 3rd place there, boy. Back in the trees for you, 22. And Deacon Blue, hurrah, hurrah, are the winners with 25. Yeah. I'm sure they'll have the opportunity to take it out on my next video. So I would like to thank...
Oh, hello, Gordon. What did you think? We didn't ask your opinion, did we?
Did you think they were awful, or were they good?
You enjoyed it?
Oh, you're a winner as well. There you go. Kylie, thank you very much. Good luck with your new single. I'm going to try and pronounce it. Je ne sais pas quoi.
Yeah? No, je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Je ne sais pas pourquoi. My French isn't as good as yours. Jessica, thank you very much.
Much happier with the animal.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Round 2 you now. It's all sort of the wrong way around. No, I'm there you are.
Right.
Bye-bye for now, and well done. That was brilliant.
And get well soon.
Thank you very much. Get well soon. Thanks. I'm going to hand you back to Mr. Phillip Schofield.
Thank you very much. She did that rather well, didn't you think? You think she did it rather well? Not that I'm worried about my job or anything, you know. Not that I'm concerned about the job. You know, I'll be fine. If you would like to take part in the video votes and you'd like to be one of our phone voters, then drop us a line to us here at Going Live, BBC Television Centre, London, W128QT. All right? And with a bit of luck, we'll be able to put you on the telephone. I would like to introduce you to a new member of our team, that being Jane Goldman. Hiya.
Hello, Phillip.
Our fashion expert.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you're going to be in next week talking through some jumpers with us, aren't you? How to jazz up your jumpers.
That's right.
What are you going to do?
Well, we'll be starting off with this, which, as you can probably tell, is a nice plain jumper, like ones we've probably got loads of at home. And we'll be making it look more exciting. For instance...
Well, that means this, I have to say, you know, so most of my, although they're not this colour, most of my jumpers are actually, you know, sort of quite boring.
To see that bit.
But most of my jumpers are quite boring. Now, what do I do with them?
Well, for instance, you could do this, although I'm not sure if it's quite you know, Phillip.
Well, no, that's not me, I have to admit.
Better for the girls, but we've added all sorts of little bits and pieces and made it look generally very pretty. And this sort of jumper is usually extremely expensive in the shops, but costs next to nothing to do.
And, of course, if you do this yourself, then it means that without paying an absolute fortune, you've got a complete original.
Absolutely, you won't run into anyone wearing the same one. Oh, unless they're another Going Live viewer.
Or unless they copied you. Unless they copied. That's
the
great.
cheats.
All right.
Yeah.
And this one here, what about this one?
Even this one that I'm wearing, I made this one too, and next week we'll be showing you how to make this one too.
So you've got masses of ideas now.
Loads and loads, I hope.
Smashing. What sort of things have you... I'm putting you on the spot a little bit to ask you, you know, sort of for a preview. I am. You be honest.
No, but I'll be on next week showing you lots and lots of things to do with jumpers, so
Right, and we're also going to have a thing called Renovate Your Teacher as well, aren't we?
Yes, that'll be later in the series.
Teacher.
Absolutely, we'll be making over a couple of teachers with any luck.
Great.
Some brave teachers.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. Well, nice to have you on the programme.
Thank you,
Welcome
Phillip.
to the team, and we look forward to next week when
Me too.
when you two can jazz up your jumper.
Thank you.
Have you recently passed through customs? Have you? If you've recently passed through customs, you'll know that they are basically not always an incredibly nice group of people to come across.
Okay, yeah, I love you. Love it. Okay, yeah.
Sir?
Yeah. Okay, sure, right, okay.
Sir? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, sir. Just one more thing before you go. Can I have your autograph, please?
Would you please welcome today's press conference guest, Tessa Sanderson. A rousing round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in on the programme.
I tried.
Masses and masses to get through, so we'll start straight away. Do you have some questions over there, Jessica? Jessica's going to give us a hand as well.
First question comes from Martin O'Sullivan.
At what time in your life did you realise that you were going to throw the javelin for a career?
At about the age of 14, but I didn't really start training till I was about 16, seriously.
So you were thrown into it very young?
I was actually. I mean, our school was sort of very good at athletics, and so I did a number of things apart from javelin throwing, but, and that's why I started so late at 16, seriously training for it, although I did, you know, running and high jump and all that.
Was there ever something else that you considered?
Tennis. Although my serve was pretty good, I couldn't return the ball.
That's a fairly important part of the game.
I thought I'd take the easy way out and you know, throw a javelin or something in order, because my main intention was to travel when I was young, so.
Okay, all right, and onto the telephones. We have some phone questions here. And first of all, it's line 1. Who's on line 1? Hello.
Hello.
Hiya, who's that?
Marie.
Louise?
Marie.
Marie, sorry, Marie. OK, off you go. What's your question?
What was the atmosphere in Seoul like?
What was the atmosphere in Seoul like?
I think that was the question, yeah.
It was brilliant, Marie. You know, all the athletes sort of got together, had a good laugh, and in the stadium, everybody was supporting everyone. And also, the Koreans were wonderful. They were so friendly, and whenever you sort of went into shops and that, they gave you little prezzies and things. Whenever you bought not sort of expensive items, they gave you presents for everything. So, you know, the Olympics is always wonderful, and it was good.
Great. Thank you very much indeed for your call, and back to the floor.
Yeah, not to let the telephones hog everything. How about Daniel Oakes?
How did you get into athletics, and what was it like winning a gold medal at the last Olympics?
In 1984. Well, first of all, I got into athletics starting again from my secondary school, and I believe that your life really starts from school, and I had a very, very good physical education teacher. Although I did hockey and everything like that, she pushed me quite a lot to go into athletics, and I enjoyed doing it because I wanted to travel, and as I said, that was the easiest way out more or less for me. And once you become an international, you get tickets and vest and clothes and everything free to go abroad. So that's how I mainly got involved. And winning my gold medal in Los Angeles was one of the greatest experiences, more or less, in my life. I enjoyed it so much. It was like working so hard for 12 years in order to achieve something. And then when you get to the top, you just don't know how to, to explain. I remember one stage when I went up to receive my medal, and when they shouted my name out, I was so frightened, and my heart was going like this. My legs sort of bottled a little bit, so I nearly sort of butted the gentleman over who was going to present me with the medal. But it was so great.
I'll bet. Another question from the floor?
Right, from the floor. Nicola Gardin? Cardin. Sorry, I got your name wrong.
That's right, get it right, Nicola.
What do you think about Ben Johnson being stripped of his Olympic gold medal?
Oh, I think it's very, very sad indeed. You see, I think it's very wrong for people to cheat in sport or whatever you're doing. When you're competing against someone else, it's very, very wrong to cheat. It's a sad situation for Ben because I think he's been an ambassador to, athletics. He's a fantastic athlete, and really and truly, he's a very nice person. I don't know what all the consequences were, but I think it was a sad situation when he did get stripped of his medal. It's bad enough to be banned more or less for so many years or for life, but to get stripped as well. I suppose they had no other choice, but it was very sad, and everyone in the village was very sad for him. And in saying so, I think that put a damper on a lot of the Olympic spirits and a lot of the athletes who are out there, who knew Ben personally and was out there just trying to compete well without any sort of hassles about drugs and things like that. So, I'd say when it comes to drugs, just forget it.
OK, back now to Cheltenham General Hospital. Sarah has someone there who I believe also has a question.
Yes, this is Vicky, who has an arm injury, a bit like mine. But she wants to put a question to Tessa, who also has an injury. What's your question, Vicky?
Have you any advice for me when my arm comes out of plaster?
I can't.
Have you any advice after her arm comes out of plaster?
Oh, I think the best thing to do is take it very carefully. Don't do anything sort of strenuous to make the injury occur again. This is my third time in plaster, luckily enough, horribly enough. And what I shall do is try and what we call rehabilitate. So try and get the muscles back working properly at a slower pace. That's the main thing I can tell you. How did you hurt your arm or break your arm?
I fell off a horse.
You fell off a horse? Oh, I shall keep away from that for a little while then. Just be very, very careful.
If I could jump in and chuck a question. How did you feel when you broke it?
Oh, I felt terrible. And the thing is, really, let's get it right. I didn't really break right. my ankle. I was training out at the training camp in Nihon in Japan just 12 days before I went out to compete in Korea. And I came off to do I was doing one of my throwing sessions and came in to do one throw, and all of a sudden, after releasing the javelin, came down, and my leg sort of just, popped open at the back, and the tissues came flooding out. Ugh, yes, you can well feel sick.
We'll teach you to carry Kleenex.
I felt terrible because, I knew there was only 12 days or so before my competition, and, to defend my title. And although I felt really fit and everything was ready mentally, it was such a shock. I just stood there in the run-up with my hands on my hips like this and just didn't know where to move, where to go or what to think.
Huge disappointment, though.
I was so disappointed. I think, I mean, in Moscow I had a failure there, but this felt worse because I really felt that I could have come back with a medal, if not the medal. I know Petra was throwing very well in that, but I felt so confident, and I really hoped and wished in the time that I was there on my bed that, I would have been given the chance to be out there starting. And that's why I went out and I had to go because, I thought, well, coming out here all this way, strap me up, please, as best as possible so I can have a go. But unfortunately, the tissues just didn't hold together. So, I felt really, really sad. And also for, a lot of the kids who wrote to me and, wishing me good luck, and Joe Bloggs on the street. So I was very, very sad.
OK, back to the telephones now. Line 2. Who's on line 2?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Jamie.
Hiya, Jamie. Off you go with your question to Tessa.
Tess, Tessa.
Yes?
Although you failed at the Olympics through injury, was it still a pleasure to compete?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the Olympic Games is the height of every sportsman's career. And for me, that's why I did everything and got the doctors to do everything possible so I could go out there and you know, actually try and make the qualifying distance. If it was easy to sort of go out there and run up on the runway and, you know, collapse again on the end, it was such a pleasure. And the atmosphere in an Olympic stadium, you know, knowing that you're out there representing your country, is just electrifying. So it was superb, and it still gave me a lot of pleasure.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
We've got a very, very different question from the studio now. David Jennings, how about your question?
Who's David?
What do you think of fashion in sport?
Oh, I think it's marvellous. It's getting, it's getting very good now, isn't it? So are the men, from what I can see, they're getting pretty fashion conscious. Personally, now, myself, I'm wearing a lot of these leotards and things now to make, I wouldn't say make the event look a bit more feminine, but women in general in sport is getting a lot more fashionable, looking a lot more glamorous. They're paying a lot more attention to their looks, even the Eastern Bloc. I mean, some of the girls who are out there, they were sort of done up in their eye makeup and made sure their clothes look really smart. And, you know, I feel a lot more happy and healthier going out there competing and knowing that, you know, you're looking good. And some of the men, they're taking time too to sort of make their appearance, don't look too sort of jaggedy and you know, rough and messy on the track. And surely it's got to be good for people who want to advertise clothing and leisure clothing as well. So I think it's a brilliant thing.
I can well imagine it's part of that sort of getting psyched up for the event, preparing yourself in that way too.
Really, yeah.
Wayne Stevens has got another question.
How did you feel when the Queen awarded you the MBE?
Oh, wonderful. I went to a dinner prior to that, and so I'd already sort of, you know, met the Queen and Prince Phillip and things like that. But it's a wonderful occasion. I was quite scared at first, but she's a smashing woman, you know. It was just great, really, really great.
If we're really, really fast, we might just be able to get another question on the telephone. Hello, line 3.
Hello.
Hi, who's that?
Anna Dykeman.
Hi, Anna, off you go.
What advice would you give to someone hoping to start the javelin?
What advice? Firstly, try and find yourself an athletics club, and also a coach who's there, who coaches the event. Go there, talk to him about it, and, you know, he'll sort of advise you about what things to do. If you're about sort of age 13, 14, I'd say don't start with weight training and things like that, because, you know, at that stage you're too young. And I should just do the groundwork, learn how to carry a javelin, learn the techniques of javelin throwing, and then later on you'll pick up the things which is going to sort of enhance that. So, but first of all, go to an athletics club and find the coaches who are there.
Good advice.
With the event.
Good advice. Tessa, it always goes too fast.
I know.
It always goes too fast. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. A pleasure. And also, Jessica, thanks for the help.
That's wonderful to have a chance to meet you and to talk about sport.
Yes, a round of applause, I think. Okay, well, I think we're over here now. We pop over and have a word with Sarah.
Hello.
Who's up in the OB.
Hello.
Hang on.
Welcome back to Cheltenham General Hospital. And I'd like to take this opportunity of introducing you to a few people who are around the ward. I think in the ward at the moment, we've managed to get most of the patients and the staff of the hospital. I'd like you to say a quick hello over there to Michael, who's been patiently waiting on his bed. And the good news is that Michael starts to sit up this week, and we all wish him lots of luck with that. Yes. Woo! Love and luck from all of us, Michael. And it's a great opportunity for Smithy and I to say thank you to everybody here at the hospital who's helped put us back together. And there are some of the members of the Bolton Price ward over here, Tony and Dill and Sarah, all standing there. Big waves, please, girls, come on. And everybody else at the hospital who've been absolutely terrific. Now, I've got a couple of good lucks here, because we've got a young man down here, Michael, another Michael, who, now you're having your adenoids out, aren't you, today, and some grommets put in your ears, so best of luck with that. Yeah. Smithy has already had a word with you about it, and he knows it's all going to be okay. And thank you to everybody else who's joined us this morning. That's absolutely brilliant. Now, you probably noticed that the Proclaimers are here with us this morning, sitting on the bed opposite us. Here they are, and they've been on tour all around the country. How much more of the tour have you got to go, lads?
Until the end of the year.
So you're talking about another couple of months.
Are you going to every hospital? Most hospitals.
No, you see, I see the end of the year as the time when I start to stand up, and I think it's a very sick joke that in a minute they're going to be doing a song called "I Could Walk 500 Miles." You know, I don't rate that very highly, do you?
No, I think it's Phillip Schofield's sense of humour. I think he sorted that one out.
Do you think he did? Yeah, I think
nothing
he
to
did
do
as
with
well.
me.
Yes, it was. It was all your fault. That's why I wanted that a tiny little snatch of that other song earlier on. That's why.
There's a man over there going.
How many?
Does that mean 3 minutes?
Being admitted into the hospital.
It's either 3 minutes or he wants 3 cups of tea for the crew. I'm not certain.
Well, I think it's time to recap on what's happened on the old leg, actually, because I have to tell you that I came in here with a bare plaster this morning, and now it's had lots of designs put on it. Can you see? Can you get in and have a look at some of these things? There are helicopters drawn all over my legs.
You don't mind.
Yes, that's right. All bright colours.
Yeah.
Can we go down to?
Look, they've all still got rotor blades on. They're very unusual.
I wanted to. Oh, and do you like the red toenails, guys? I hope you do, because it was a lot of effort putting those on this morning, I can tell you. But I wanted an ankle chain, and I wanted a running boot on there, and I wanted a nice skateboarding pad on there. But what did I get? I got lots of pretty pictures instead. So thank you very much. And I think we ought to have a bit more on the other side. Anyone got pens?
Somebody come and draw some hospital food on here.
Some hospital food?
A plate of hospital stew on
Some
there,
mint
because that would be really nice.
No. What's wrong with the hospital food?
Everything.
I never said a word. Excuse me, we've got members of the kitchen staff here. And you agree too? Oh, dear me. Well, I think it's absolutely fine, but I do want a few more designs done on here. So where's Russell and everyone with the pens, please? Can we get round here? Come on.
Russell?
Where are you?
Russell.
Get over here in a hurry and get drawing on this leg of mine.
It's interesting because you see, these aren't plasters, are they? These two.
No.
These are fiberglass things, and they're not as much fun to draw on.
But they're great fun for doing tunes with, because you know how you play the washboard? Well, with a spoon and another washboard. Well, this makes a wonderful noise. It's a bit like a sort of Rolf Harris sound effect.
Get down there,
and
Dad.
I think I'm. Pardon?
Use it in the song.
Can I use it in the song?
A rhythm section. Yeah.
Can we do the rhythm section? Because Phillip has already said that I must have something with my voice. that my singing voice.
There's somebody ringing up there to say, please don't sing.
And it's saying, please, Sarah, don't sing a song. Do the rhythm section instead. Well, that I will do. That I will do. And I'm sure everybody else. Now, you've all got your song sheets, haven't you?
No bother.
You've got your song sheet too,
It's
Howard?
in my head.
It's in your head?
Off by heart.
What a dreadful accent that was, wasn't it? Dreadful.
It's the best Welsh accent
Well,
you hear all day.
I want everybody to tune up. Can we have a quick cough? Because now we're going to join the Proclaimers in singing a lovely song. I'm going to be, in brackets, 500 miles, all right? Which is a bad joke about us, because we can't walk 500 miles, but they can. They're travelling around the country on tour at the moment. Look out for them. Here is the song. I'm going to be.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I heaver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering to you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. When the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. And if I grow, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going on with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles and fall down at your door.
Sarah, next week. Well, I think we just about made it, yeah? As soon as she comes back, the better. As far as I'm concerned, thank you very much indeed to our guests, to Kylie, and to Carol, and to Tessa, and to Trevor and Simon, of course, and to Peter Simon. Thank you very much indeed to all of you for helping me through this morning. Thanks to the whole team. First in a brand new series, we have got masses next week. There's Grace McHattie will be along, Double Dare with Grange Hill. There's also a Rager, Helen Robinson from Neighbours, and Trevor and Simon and Thundercats. See you next week. Bye-bye.
500 miles an hour would walk 500 more. The beat of man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
On Radio 1 tonight, there's special coverage of Jean-Michel Jarre's weekend laser concert, and it starts at 8 o'clock on Radio 1 FM. And the radio show is now into its last 2 days at Earl's Court. In 3 minutes, our sporting afternoon begins with Grandstand, but first, the weather news from Ian McCaskill.
Hello. Well, many places in eastern Britain are in fact still dry, but this pyramid of cloud here that is racing along, you can see it coming on this morning's satellite sequence to bring rain in from the west and the southwest of Britain. Rain and quite strong winds in many places as well. So let's see just what's happening. That's the way the pressure pattern looks at the moment. This deep, deep low and its isobars coming eastwards across the country in the next 24 hours. Tomorrow looks like being a brighter day for most of us as we get behind these frontal systems and the low moves out into the North Sea. But let's have a look first of all at those positions of the rain. That's a radar picture just a short time ago. You can see the rain, quite heavy rain too in places over Northern Ireland, over southwestern parts of Britain, and showery rain is breaking out over many parts of Wales and the western half of England as well. And outside our radar coverage, the northeast of Scotland is still showery from yesterday's weather system, but that's moving off towards Scandinavia now. Let's have a look at the winds first of all. Those are the winds this afternoon. Mean wind speeds in miles per hour. They're picking up now as this low moves towards Scotland, and there will be gales in exposed parts of the west and the southwest as we go through, and the south too, as we go through the afternoon. So a breezy afternoon for all of us coming along. Not just as windy up near the centre of the low, but windy enough in all conscience. Those are the winds tomorrow. By lunchtime tomorrow, the winds will have moved off, the gales will have moved off into the North Sea as the low moves off towards the Skagerrak there, and the winds gradually decreasing, but still a breezy day for many of us even tomorrow. The direction going round to a cooler northwesterly direction as well. That's the position at the moment. Sunny in northeast Scotland, although there are showers in the far north of Scotland. Quite bright too in the northeast of England, but thick cloud is soon going to spread across those southern and central parts of Britain. And there is rain over Northern Ireland, as you saw on the radar, in the south and southwest, and over many parts of Wales as well. And it's just breaking out in the London area now. That's what we expect to see by 3 o'clock this afternoon, that cloud and rain very slowly moving eastwards. Only the eastern fringe and the northeast of Scotland dry by that time. By 6 p.m, even parts of central and northern Scotland having some rain as well, although drying up though for a time in the far north of Scotland, and the rain getting right across England and Wales. At the same time, brighter weather with showers getting into Northern Ireland. Those are the temperatures. Rather a cold day. That's the position tonight. Some snow above 2,500 feet and a cold night in the north. And that's it from me.
Now on BBC One, Desmond Lynam is waiting to